There are prophecies in the Bible most people have never heard about, not because they're false, not because they're unimportant, but because they are uncomfortable and deeply unsettling. One of these prophecies may already be unfolding right now. When people think about biblical prophecy, they usually imagine wars, disasters, or dramatic end-time events. But Scripture reveals something far more subtle. Some prophecies don't announce themselves loudly. They happen quietly, inside belief systems, inside minds, inside confidence. And those are often the most dangerous. Jesus warned that in the last days, deception would not look like darkness. It would look like light. He said many would feel informed, spiritually secure, and confident, yet still be misled. Not by obvious lies, but by truth mixed with error. That's why this prophecy is rarely explored, because it doesn't point outward at them, it points inward at awareness. And that makes people uncomfortable. Scripture also warns that many would believe they were ready until the moment came when readiness mattered. Not because they rejected God, but because they assumed proximity meant preparation. They heard the language, they recognized the symbols, but they never examined the heart. This prophecy isn't about fear, it's about attention. Another rarely discussed prophecy speaks of knowledge increasing, but wisdom not keeping pace. Information everywhere, understanding nowhere. People knowing Scripture, yet unmoved by it. Hearing truth, but never allowing it to interrupt their lives. This prophecy doesn't accuse the world. It questions familiarity. If these prophecies are active, and Scripture suggests they are, then neutrality is no longer neutral. Silence becomes a response. Delay becomes a decision. The Bible never warned us about knowing too little. It warned us about assuming we knew enough. This isn't about panic. It's about awareness. Not fear, but clarity. Not condemnation, but examination. If you want part 2, where we explore prophecies the church rarely explains, comment, reveal it. And if this stirred something in you, don't ignore it. Awareness always comes before change.